Hello, my name is Michael and today I'm going to be playing as the Republic of New York. It's one of the recommended starts and I have a feeling that it's going to be quite a roller coaster of a playthrough. The High Republican government type is extremely powerful. I mean, it's basically the centralized government type, the administrative government, but even more powerful. We have the executive authority here, which is like our imperial bureaucracy, and look at that, at judicial executive, which is what we are now, we get 25% levy from vassals. Negative 25% gold, but in the early game you don't get that much gold from vassals anyway. Now, the higher up you go in the executive authority, the more those bonuses and malices start to reverse, but that's a price well worth paying, I think, so I am going to start moving there immediately. Also, as far as administration go, this is basically, do you wanna play tall or do you wanna play wide? At peripheral influence you just get no bonuses, no malices, whatever. At here in the middle you see you get negative domain limit, negative vassal limit, and plus 30% domain tax. At the highest you get plus 50 domain taxes for minus 6 domain limit and minus 24 vassals. So basically, if you wanna play tall, this is the way to do it. Now, I am going to be wanting to reform America, and for that I need to play fairly wide. So I am going to go for the regional prominence. Our counties are some of the most developed in the game, and our culture completely occupies it. Also, about our culture, I mean, it's fairly powerful. We have maritime mercantilism, always nice, cosmopolitan elitism, which is the plus 10 cultural fascination progress. Quarrelsome, always good to have, but most importantly we have strength in numbers. We can't have heavy cavalry or heavy infantry or elephants, but we get plus 25% levy, and barracks increase our men-at-arms limit. And speaking of men-at-arms, look at this, we can have 7 regiments up to 9 size each. What that will mean is that we will not be dependent on levies almost at all for our armies. It will be mostly men-at-arms, meaning that we won't be dependent on our vassals to like us to have an army. We will just always have an army as long as we can pay them. And it seems that it's bugged out here. It allows me to hire heavy cavalry even though I shouldn't, so I won't be hiring heavy cavalry, just light footmen, bowmen, pikemen, light horsemen, and siege equipment. And taking a look at our character, well, he's pretty alright, but he's old. So we're not going to be with him for too long. Oh yeah, and our succession is elective, which is extremely powerful. It basically makes it so that you effectively have not just primogeniture, but you can pick out whoever you want to be your heir, and it's not hard to get your vassals to vote for them as well. The Wayne family is offering me to raise one of their children. Wow, his mother is like, yeah, we don't know where this kid came from, we don't even know who his mother is, you know. Oh my god. And her name is Martha, this guy is Thomas, and let me guess, this is Bruce? Yeah, this is Bruce Wayne. Okay, well, I don't want to have a Batman running around, so I think I am just going to raise him. And here's some good luck. I can peacefully vassalize the Long Island counties. I believe I do have enough counties now to create the Kingdom of Gotham. Yeah, I do. But I think I shall wait to create it after this character dies. He is currently in poor health, so that my next character, who is otherwise not so great, will be able to get the prestige for creating the kingdom level title. And my first dynasty legacy. I am definitely gonna go down the bureaucracy line. It will be massively helpful when we have a bigger empire. And there we go. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish that war with Dutchland before my character passed, which means that we will have a truce with them for 5 years, but I don't think that's going to matter so much. And finally, all that's left to unite the Kingdom of Gotham is to take this Duchy of Hudson Valley from Hudsonia. And the first presidential election in the game is here. Now this is all done through events. When one president dies, I guess the most powerful of the Americanist rulers get to vote on the new president. I'm not sure how candidates are chosen. And President Nicholas, alright, well, he rules over Delaware, so I wasn't intending on attacking them anytime soon, so I don't really mind that. Had to wait for the King of Hudsonia to die of old age, but finally, their alliance with the HCC is broken. I can fairly comfortably declare war on Hudsonia. I will be calling my ally the Old Dominion. And here it is, the decisive battle. I'm actually going to wait for my allies to catch up, because I think it's fairly close. I would rather err on the side of caution. Ah, they're running away. That's fine. When they land again, they will be recently disembarked, giving me a good opportunity to deal with them. In 5 days there will be a battle, and good, they will be recently disembarked for another 11 days, so they will be wrecked. Oh, and I even managed to catch them when they split up. Great, just annihilated their entire army. Fantastic. The first stage of the war is done. Also, we're being invaded by Thomas of Erie. But another issue is that all of my new vassals are a different faith. You see, as the Americanists are pluralists, we don't actually take their land. They get to continue ruling. We have this man who we captured during the war, and I wisely did not ransom him, so I can just take his stuff for free, because we are a High Republic. We can just revoke appointments, just like in a centralized realm. And this guy is apparently a coward who is willing to give it up. 95% chance that he'll give it up without a fight. That just leaves these 2 duchies. Okay, so she is the one that's allied to the HCC. She's evangelical, not willing to convert, not willing to give up her titles. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave her alone. Okay, Duchess Zabia is stubborn, and the Duke of the Finger Lakes is currently completely occupied by foreign invaders. By giving her some land that was a jure part of her duchy, I managed to placate her, and she would be even willing to convert to Americanism. Okay, so that's Hudsonia pretty well pacified. I was pretty sure I was gonna have to fight another war to put all the vassals in line, but maybe I won't. Still, I do need to try and fight off Erie. It would be really annoying if I then had to give up the Finger Lakes and then I'd have to go back and fight them for it. Also, the Rump Kingdom of Hudsonia is now in this little sliver of land between my 2 Gothams, so probably when this guy dies, or maybe even sooner, that title will get destroyed, and this will probably become a bunch of independent counties. Whew, okay. I get 800 gold from that. Wonderful. Okay, now I do still have a problem of some unruly vassals. I guess I can do the trick of burying these counts under more loyal vassals. This one is fairly insignificant as far as military strength goes, so I'll just do it with this guy. Now, there is still this guy who doesn't like me. He's cynical, so maybe he would be willing to convert to my faith in exchange for a favor. Yes. Alright, let's do that. Except now he dislikes me even more. Okay, fine, I'll put you on the council even though you suck. I'll also bribe you. The Rump Hudsonia is fractured into 3 independent counties. I still have a truce with this one, but I can take this one easily, just through a de jure war. And since they're allied to this county, oh man, I could offer them vassalage. Will they accept vassalage before they join the war against me? Ha, he did. Hey. And the former king of Hudsonia is willing to become my vassal as well. Okay. All we need now to reform the Empire State is this one county from Dutchland. Ho 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 ho! Now that was another big stack wipe. Okay, now we just wait for me to get enough money to unite Hudsonia and Gotham. Okay, never mind. You see, when you form the Empire State, you also get the option to make the Green Mountains a part of your de jure land. But until currently, it was ruled by Jarvis here, who had 5,000 troops of his own, and he was allied to Maine and one other guy. So I really couldn't just defeat him in a straight war. But now he has died of typhus, and his 2-year-old daughter inherited. And now she's fighting a little civil war, so it's a good opportunity for me to just waltz on in and grab those mountains. Got lucky and captured their chiefess. Hey hey! And I am finally elected president. Now, as far as I can tell, being president of the Americanists really doesn't matter all that much. All it does, it makes it so that characters will sometimes join the Secret Service, meaning you will get extra champions, or in this case veterans, in your court. A nice thing to have, but somewhat underwhelming still. Yeah, there we go. Decision available. Refound the Empire State. The Empire State is now huge. And now that that's done, well, I suppose the best thing to do is to hoard some more money, maybe build up my army a little more, and wait for my heir to become ruler. One life ends, but the march of conquest continues. And Charles Wayne is the new Duke of St. Lawrence. He's the brother of Bruce Wayne, who died from a bout of marsh fever. Interesting. I guarantee you this exact scenario happened in some DC parallel universe somewhere where Batman is a pirate or something. It's finally time that the Empire State starts expanding again. We have successfully conquered the pacifist. We are the greatest of warriors. How much more land do I need to form the Empire of Atlantica? 4 more counties. Okay. My court chaplain is a fairly high learning character. I could have her just fabricate a claim and hope that she'll give me a claim on the entire duchy. Luckily, I was able to invite to court Elia here, who has claims on all of the Old Dominion, but for now I just want her to take Piedmont in my name. They're trying to flank me. That's not going to work, friends. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Just before I was going to win, it got invalidated. Because the claimant died. Oh, but hello, we have a bunch of new claims. This is the previous person's daughter. Daughters, I should say. Okay, good, I can press their claims. Sucks that I have to do it all over again, but hey, as long as it works. I'm letting my army starve just so I can win this war as soon as possible. Because damn, sometimes I get really impatient. There we go. So now I just need one more county in order to be able to form Atlantica. Whose county am I gonna take? Well, I've already taken one from South Jersey. I might as well take another one then. And, I mean, I could unite Jersey if I wanted to. I mean, that just creates a new kingdom that consists of South Jersey, Raritan and Rampo. I don't see why I should do that. Well, other than to replace my The Clueless nickname with The Great. Go on then, let's do it. There we go, I am now known as The Great. And finally, let us create the Empire of Atlantica as the final step on our roads to American restoration. Delaware is willing to become my vassal peacefully. Delaware Valley is going to become my vassal less peacefully. I'm gonna do forced vassalization because if I do the Republic de jure land, I'll destroy the title of Grand Republic of Delaware. And I don't want to do that, it's a unique title. A slow expansion into New England has started. But our truce with the Old Dominion is over, so we have a lot more to gain from attacking them. And besides, there's a bit of a alliance network here that we should probably wait for to expire. I love how I just have a base in their backyard that I can immediately attack their capital from. Now that's a pretty looking empire. By the way, there's this county here that's ruled by a long dead president. I mean, that's clearly some kind of bug. I'm probably gonna use console commands to fix that at some point. South Jersey, do you wanna be my vassal? I mean, I bet they would. Yeah, there we go, I just had to bribe them a little. And it's a good deal for them too. I'm gonna give them back the lands I stole from them. But they don't get the new Kingdom of New Jersey, they just get South Jersey. Okay, next on the chopping block is the Holy Columbian Commonwealth. But I think I'm just going to wait for my next character. He'll be able to do a holy war for a kingdom level title for Tar Heel, and that will hopefully lead to the restoration of America. I think I'm going to break through this alliance. I have the strength to do it. Let's start with our capital duchy. And to help me, I'm going to call in the holy order that I created a while ago. The Marine Corps. We may not be allowed to create heavy cavalry on our own, but we have access to them through our Marines. Oh, why was I impatient there? I should have just waited for them to leave. Oh, that's painful. Whew, there we go. Man, I probably would have lost that battle as well. It's a good thing I was able to assault it at the end there. Since I've already defeated their armies, I might as well continue my assault on this alliance. And yeah, now we just pretty much just wait for this character to die so we can continue with the next one. I think that this fellow might be the one to reunite America. Now, the plan with him is to finish up the conquest of New England and then turn south. I can attack Maine immediately, as one of my vassals, who is conveniently my own religion, has a claim on it. Meanwhile, the HCC, I'm going to have to do a bunch of holy wars. Maine is mine, and conquering those pagans has given me enough piety to be able to declare kingdom level holy wars. And the Emperor of the HCC has died recently, ending his alliance with the powerful state of Illinois. And in this moment of weakness, I will take Tarheel. Oh, here they are. They're coming straight for me. Ah, they don't want to do a one-on-one fight. That makes sense, of course. Okay, moving here will cause me to lose some men to attrition, but I will positively destroy them. Well, maybe not destroy them. Well, many of them will survive, it seems, but win the fight. Oh, and at the perfect time, as I'm invading the HCC, they get the coward appeal. If you don't know what this is, it's basically a whole bunch of different religions will pop up in the HCC and it will barely destabilize them. I've seen them straight up just destroy the entire empire. For now, I'm just going to be taking my kingdom of Tarheel. Now I am at 79% out of 80% needed to restore America. So I'm thinking perhaps just one more duchy will be enough. And I've got my eye on Blue Ridge. Oh, look at that, there's a cute little bear down here. I wonder if that's in the base game or if it's just something added by the mod. Also, I have influenza. Oof, hopefully I won't die just yet. But I do want my brother to die because he is currently my player heir, and I try to get everyone to vote for my children, but they won't, they're all voting for Chad here. Now Chad isn't a bad character, except he is old. I don't think that I will be able to restore America with this character, nor with him, because you need to be a legendary figure to restore America. And with this character I'm not even exalted among men, and my brother, well, he is only distinguished. So you know what? Let's just say there will be no treatment for him. Let's see what happens. Good, what I wanted to happen happened. Now let's see if what I wanted to happen was actually a good idea for me. Okay, this woman is the heir to the Empire of Atlantica. If I asked her to give up her land, hopefully that will make it so that people don't vote her in. So I would need some 70 more influence points to revoke her land. Oh, but I can depose her and give her stuff to her heir. Well, let's do that. She's still the heir. I'm unlikely to be able to murder her. What if I try and imprison her? I mean, it's an act of tyranny, but I can take the opinion loss with my vassals, I think. Uh-oh. That's not good, is it? Oof. Okay. That's really not good. Hey, you want a white piece? Man. How did she get to be so popular anyway? Oh wait, here we go. Okay, now if I was deposed, my daughter would inherit the empire. That's all I really care about. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and surrender to this rebel. I am deposed, meaning that my heir should inherit everything, which is what I wanted to happen in the first place. Oh, I hope paradox logic doesn't screw me now. Okay, it looks like it didn't screw me now. What I expected and wanted to happen did. Alright, I'm still invading Blue Ridge. My vassals are mostly okay with me. I will need to hold a feast or two. And taking a look at her character, I mean, she's actually pretty good. She has a level 2 stewardship education, and she has 5 perks in the administrator tree, which is fantastic. That's great for making your vassals not hate you. And I'm going to continue going down that tree with the duty focus. Okay, that turned out well so far. And Blue Ridge is mine. Is that enough land to potentially form America? No! Oh my god, what? Why not? How did I go down to 78%? I mean, I know I lost the county of Washington when I stopped being president. But I gained 3, so how did I lose a percent? Oh well, not like it matters. I need to become a legendary figure anyway. Well, I suppose I'm gonna spend some time gathering prestige and making sure I don't lose my throne. It's now the next day. As you can see, things have happened. The Holy Colombian Commonwealth, well, it's just a little stain on the map right now. But there is no USA, and I have a different ruler. Let me take you through what happened. So Vice President Juliana was the ruler after defeating HCC and taking the Kingdom of Palmento from them, and she had all the territory she needed to reform the USA. However, as you can't reform it without being a legendary figure, I spent all of my effort on just trying to gain enough prestige. And I got pretty close, until she died from influenza. That's an annoying setback, I thought. She was only 43 years old. But at least her son, who was 15 at the time, had inherited the entire empire of Atlantica. He had a Grey Eminence education, making it so that through the Augustus tree in the diplomacy lifestyle, he was in a perfect position to gain all the prestige he needed. I got him to Exalted Among Men, and I was just 3,000 prestige points away from becoming a legendary figure, when he died from tuberculosis. My current character is his son, who also has tuberculosis, and he is at the distinguished level of fame. I mean, he's still a good diplomat and all. He's still in a good position to eventually get enough prestige to form America, but I am done. I can't see it through. So I'm gonna have to end it here. We do have a nice empire of Atlantica though, and the Principalist faith is dominant on the eastern coast. And there are also a bunch of other neat little religions that we tolerate because we are pluralist. So that's that. I hope you enjoy this. I did, at least until the end. And I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.